People, deluded, I'm back again. Now, a lot of you always ask me to reminisce on my childhood and whatnot, or memory lane as we used to call it, or as we call it. Kind of refrain from these vids because I don't want it to bite me. Now, my childhood was calm, but if I wasn't playing football, I was doing the usual nonsense that an average, let's be honest, an average teenage kid in London can get up to. I don't want to expand, but if you know all the sort of stuff you can do. I mean, one thing I like to do is play with fireworks. I'm not going to expand on that, but the fireworks, the driving mopeds and cars that you're not supposed to, and all of these sort of things, it's minor really. To be honest, it's extremely stupid, but I mean, it's a treat. It was cheap thrills. That was the mindset at the time. It's cheap thrills. What's the saying in the Bible? Not devils. Idle hands is the devil's devil something. Idle hands is the devil's playground or something like that. I don't know if it's in the Bible. Forgive me if I'm blaspheming and things, people, but there's a saying like that, and it's true. When you're left to certain devices and whatnot, don't get it twisted, people. My mother and father have always taught me right from wrong. Any decision I've made, right and wrong. I'm an extremely conscious individual. I know I'm making the decisions, and that's actually in school what used to get me in a lot of trouble, because I knew I was doing the wrong thing at times, but it is what it is. Like, I'm very conscious of my decisions, and I personally feel in life, generally, not enough people are competent or consider the whole variables to decisions they make. I mean, if you just look at this whole gang crap, this whole gang nonsense, people are doing stuff that they're claiming is real, and everybody's real till you get 30 years, and then you're on that wing, and there's how many guys, and they're beating you up with tuners and whatnot. No one's sending you money. Your parents can't visit you because you've been sent to another prison on the other side of England, and there's still your enemies in there. There's all this nonsense. People have to be competent with decisions. People don't understand the decisions they make, people. And personally, I don't want my children to grow up in London. London's a great city, but I just feel in certain environments, like, it doesn't matter if you live in Edmonton, Lower Upper Edmonton, Tottenham, anywhere in Enfield, anywhere in Haringey, anywhere in North London, anywhere in London really, North, South, East, West, but my reality is North London. Like, I used to get about a bit. I mean, as any North London kid did. I mean, you went to the house parties in every area, and you went to some areas, some house parties in stupid places. Like, don't get it twisted. I knew people, I don't know why we did it, and it's sad, and I don't know why I'm laughing, but if you're, I'd say 16 to 25, so around my age group, you had what we call a stabbing risk. Like, you would, and what I call by that is, your boys would tell you about a certain party. You had to weigh up the chances of the area, the woo-woos about who's going to be there, Mr. Pokemon, and all this is going to be there. You had to weigh it up. I'm not going to lie, them parties there, it was always sticky, and there's been I got a lot of stories to tell about that, but they always had the best females. I'm not going to sit here and lie, people. This was the mindset. This was always the banging parties at the same time. Like, it makes no sense. Like, it's sad, really and truly. And yeah, like, obviously went to the parties in Tottenham, Hackney. It always used to end a certain way. Party be good. Someone steps on someone's trainer. Someone's pagans is there, and you lot know, if you know how the rest sort of turns out. But the parties, I remember I went to one party, people. I'll never ever forget it. I went to one party. Now my boy gassed me the whole week. But two guys, we went squadded up. Gassed me. He's like, nah, this party's gonna be lit. Just told me about it's gonna be lit. Gas me, people. Gassing it for time, people. I was like, alright, cool. Where is it? Now the area, I don't want to expand on this stuff, but it was in North London. It was what you'd call a neutral area, in that there's a chance something could happen, but it's a cool area. Cool. Get to this party now. We've gone down the pub to drink and whatnot, pre-drinks and whatnot. We're having a good time. Get to this party now. I see a couple guys say, cool, walk one that I know. But I start to look around this party, and like, my sense is like, it's like God told me, it's like, DG, this ain't the party to enjoy yourself. You need to be about your wits today. You're not going to enjoy this stuff. You're going to have to just assess the situation, because people, I was looking to my left, my right, center. Nah, we were the only people not gangbanging in this party. I was looking like, nope, that's him. And then my mind's doing the calculations. I was like, did this here. This is BBM times. Someone's bound to put this on BBM. So someone is going to come to this party and do a madness. And two, because of the area that's there, the particular area that's there, you've got the many different fractions, different areas within an area sort of thing, and I know they're gonna have their civil wars as well. I'm looking around, I see a couple guys that I know. Again, I can't lie, people, I'm all making sure I shake your hand. Everyone's seen this before you lot move mad. But yeah, I just used to enjoy partying. Like, parties used to end a certain way because people simply can't behave. I used to go to a lot of posh parties as well, and they used to still end the same way. Like, can't lie, we've been going rich from like 15 and I remember we got into a yardie rave around them ages. So if it wasn't partying, it was football. Obviously, young, it was all football and that. Like, I used to love it, man. You start literally playing football from as soon as my mum would let me out the house, as soon as I've done my little chores, you know how mums are, make your homework done, chores, if there's, make sure everything's done. Now, beg my mum, let me out morning times. I'm not coming back till it's dark. You know, your mum tells you come back a certain time, you're not trying to come back playing football, man. I used to love it. Obviously, Cage is the best place to learn because I was looking at YouTube skills and going and trying doing it, and my friends would kick me. Obviously, they don't want to get embarrassed. Very competitive games. There's obviously no ref. If you drop on concrete, you're messed up, really. So you had the typical games. You obviously had 60 seconds, or some weird people call it 66. I don't know. I know a lot of my fans are from different countries, so I don't know if you play it, but all it is basically, essentially, for 60 seconds, you're trying to volley it into a goal, and the goalie has to count to 60 seconds. No half volleys. That's how I played it. It's either 66 or 60 seconds. So we used to bang that. You had Wembley. You had, part of my language, red arse, which is basically 60 seconds. But if you're in goal, you've got to stand and everyone's got to take a shot at your bum, really. And yeah, that's it. It's the names in the title, really and truly. So there was that. You had Wembley, you had 4 goals, which I used to like 4 goals. It was literally 4 goals. You had the 2 normal goals, like an actual match. And then you had the side goals, like the side of the cages, which I used to hate because these are the ones someone will shoot and score against you. You know when people start coming like, no, it's a goal because it's down here. Like, no one can measure a goal. I used to hate them sort of ones. But that's a competitive game because it's 2 touches. You've only got a certain amount of lives. So obviously you had that. I can't lie, you do your silliness on the streets, shopkeepers, shops, and like I said, peds and whatnot, and fireworks, and just the typical nonsense people, really and truly, that you could get up to. That afraid to God, my parents have never found out. I made a good case of them, that stuff, never ever getting back to them, because I don't know for no one else, but my mother says she's not coming to pick me up from no police station, and I know in reality she would, but I know I might not live to tell another day. She literally beat the back off me, people, for that silliness. Well, I'm sure you lot that are older than me done silliness too. People that are younger than me are going to do silliness. I don't advocate it. It's crazy right now. But on a rather negative tone, people, I'd say you have to choose. One lesson I learned, 2 lessons from this story, people. I'm not going to expand on details, but 1, London is very, for 1, London is a small place. 2, karma is a real thing. And 3, and your mom tells you to go to your yard and don't linger on streets and do these things, make sure you listen. Must have been 13, 14, probably 14 people. I'm from North London, innit? I went to Winchmore. That's in North, in Winchmore Hill. Obviously after school you would go Tottenham High Road, the Enfield Towns, the Wood Greens, the Chiller on Winchmore Hill High Road, Palmer's Green, just hang about, and just no one wants to go home after school. You want to deal with your people, you're making noise, you're just chilling off. So it was one of them days there, but it's winter these times, people. And like I said, 14, 13, 14. So I was doing that now. I think it was chilling at Emmett and Green. And then I'm going to my house. I think I stopped off somewhere before going to my house. But there's a certain alleyway. The way I was coming home, there's an alleyway I have to there's no other way. Like, I have to walk through this alleyway, people, to get to where I'm going. Walk through there normally, calmly, no problems. There's always hoodlums and whatnot in the little pathway. But you normally know them because obviously I live in the area and just maintaining my life and going about my business. Not this sort of story, people. I get there now. I see this, and obviously when you see it, you're a bit shook because it's a one. Me, this is about 5, 6 man, and I'm 14. I'm smaller than I was now. I'm behind puberty. I'm like a tiny Jesse Lingard, people. Like, there's 6 man there. Like, it's blacked out. Obviously, they're at the end of the pathway. I have to walk through it, innit, people. And when I've clocked that they're there, it's a thing where, you know, when you walk so far, you can't walk back. If I turn back now, the wolves are going to smell blood and the mad thing's going to happen either way. So I'm walking past there. No bad boy thing. I'm just thinking, God, just, been in here before, just trying to go home, maintain. Mom told me go home, should have went home. And it's like I had the sense that something was going to happen today, people. It's like, should have went home. Walking past now. And it's really Tiny Beats' interview that got me to make a memory lane again, because I got reminisced. I reminisced about it. Go and check out his interview. But walk past, I hear a yo. Now there's always certain yos and wagwans and whatnot. Now you're in a sticky situation when you do this, because if I carry on like I've walked past them, if I ignore the thing, it's gonna be yo, walk on, and it's gonna be more aggression. So I've got to turn around and hold it up, innit? You know, when you've got to show that, not that you're on this nonsense and you want to fight guys, but it's like I'm cool, innit? Be easy, I'm not a victim sort of thing. Chatting to me now, asking me where I'm from. I'm like, around here. They're like, where you from? I'm like, around here. We're going back and forth. So I'm actually from, the maddest thing is I'm actually from around here as well. I'm actually from around here, people. They're like, we're going back and forth with that nonsense now. And like, I'm delayed, innit? Because truthfully, people, I know it's a mad thing. I got BB in my pocket. These are the times people are getting robbed. You can actually sell phones. Can't lie, I done sold so many Kit Kats for this. I'm not giving it up, not on no bad boy thing, and really and truly it's a stupid way to look at things, because at the end of the day my life is worth more than however much Blackberry Bold was at the time, people. And people, like I said, people think first with this roadman nonsense, and I mean do first, think second with this nonsense. So I can't lie, in my head I think I'm gonna get stabbed, you know, but like I'm stalling because I don't want my phone to get robbed. Like I don't know what it is. I wouldn't even say it's a pride thing. It's like it's all I got. Like there's not even that all I got, but it's like nah, like this is my thing. Like I can't, like I don't want to give it up. Like I don't, because getting robbed was a big thing. Like it's almost like emasculating a guy and whatnot. Like I said, it's a stupid way of looking at it, because if you get robbed or something happens to you, it doesn't make you that. It can happen to anyone. You can bounce back. And like I said, it's stupid, because in hindsight, I probably would have if I had this mindset. No, I don't know, people. I'm lying, but I'd advocate to do that, because at the end of the day, like I said, there's 5 or 6 of them. I don't know what they've got on them. They look a couple years older than me, and they're probably triple years older than me, because I'm extremely behind the puberty at the time, people. So we're stalling now. Eventually it gets to which I'm dreading is, what you got for me? When you, I know that a lot, come on, some of my subscribers, you must have heard, there's like, what you got for me? Now I've processed this question in my head. I've been in this situation before. I'm like, I should have listened, man. I should have went home. But I was like, I ain't got nothing. They're like, no, what you got for me? I was like, I ain't got nothing. He tried to touch my pocket, innit? I was like, I ain't got nothing, innit? He's like, no, what you got for me? We're going back and forth. I'm stalling now. I'm just there. And then they're like, they're issuing threats and whatnot. I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to expand on it. But I'm like, listen, I'm not a bad boy thing. So I'm not giving you my phone. So if you don't need to do what you're doing, innit? This part might get a bit funny, people, but I'm like, do what you're doing, innit? Like, do what you're doing. In my head, like I said, people are stupid. I actually think I'm gonna lose on a real thing. I think I'm gonna lose my life, because 5-6 man is dark, people. I think this is my time, innit? Like, I'm not trying to give them what they want. We're coming to a disagreement. I'm just there on the calm thing. Like I said, I'm a good guy. I just want to go yard, just on this football team. But I'm drawn out in this situation. So we're there now. I'm just thinking, I've accepted my fate, innit? I've accepted my fate, people, and then this is where it gets a bit funny. I'm not gonna lie, people. It's like I'm there now, and something in my head just gone run. So I've tried to do the dash now, people. I've tried to dip in it. I've tried to do the dash, didn't bang, did not bang. Got caught moments later. They got to rushing the guy like. It's funny as hell now, but they just got to, like, you know, making it happen, stomping the guy, doing what they need to do to man. And then thank God some old lady came, she was like, oi, dashed off left man now. And I was kind of angry, innit? The old lady's asking me dumb questions like, oh, are you alright? Why are you asking me am I alright? You saw what happened. How am I alright? How am I alright? You saw what happened. My clothes is all mashed up and messed up. All the school shirt is messed up. Like, I'm not alright. Like, I'm smaller than them as well. Like, I'm not alright. My hands all cut up and that. I'm not alright. I've made her leave me alone now. Like, I'm getting a bit angry at her, telling her to leave me alone. I've sat on the pavement, people. On one hand, I'm happy that my phone ain't been clapped, but on the other hand, I can't put into words how it made me feel. Like there's nothing I could do, and I shouldn't have felt that way. But I just felt like less of a human, and I just had this feeling of mad revenge, people. And this is where it gets to the point about karma is real and London is a small place, because a couple of years later, people, when I've left school now, when I've got a bit physically better, I don't want to expand on these sort of things. I don't want it to come back to haunt me. But long story short, seeing people in a party, not all of them, but 2 of them. And what's already understood doesn't need to be explained, people, really and truly. Just know, you know how things end on a brighter note, people. So there's that. What else was there? I remember the first time I had a fight with someone on the streets and whatnot, people. Not even. This is why I don't want my children to grow up in London, because it's like there's just so much nonsense here. There's just so much weird people in London, people. It's like coming home now, and I'm seeing. No, kid, you know, I'm coming home. Why does this always happen in my house? I'm coming home, people. I know you lot. If you live in certain areas in London, you see crackheads and drug addicts moving a bit mad. This guy's on a bike, people, and he's going on cars, and it's like he's trying to open doors, and I don't know what he's trying to do. He's probably trying to find a money or a change to go and do what he wants. But he's doing that sort of thing now, innit, people? And like, I don't know why, but I'm like, what are you doing in it? Like, what? Like, you're doing wrong in it. Why are you doing that? And out of all ways to be making money, you're doing a scumbag thing, thieving from people. So I'm like, what are you doing? Sort of thing. I'm there. I'm like, what are you doing? Then he's got aggressive. Long story short, we've got to fight you people. And I'm not gonna lie, I won, but he gave me the first time when I realised when you fight people out the street, not that I advocate it, it's a serious thing. Because he gave me one knock and it just awakened the Wakanda in me, sort of thing. People, it's like there's that. Hella barbershop stories, truly. Hella football stories. This is the thing about growing up. I don't know what it is. I think it's a lot. It's not probably not a London thing. It's probably everywhere. But it's like a lot of fights and a lot of problems in school originated from football. People, it makes no sense. So many problems and things that escalated to a ridiculous amount just because of football. People, like I've seen, because of guys moving mad of football, I've seen them getting I've seen a man's sister and him get punched up, like because of something that's developed in football. And not, I feel sorry for his sister because he don't even do nothing, but that's how someone are greasy like that, because of football. Still to this day, I mean, even on a football pitch, I think the maddest thing I've seen on a football pitch is someone just do the maddest of one bangs. But it was in the paper the other day. I was I think it was a while I let in. It was in the paper. These guys were playing football and I just saw a ref running like a Giselle with like 100 lions, and I was far away so I never saw everything, but he just looked like he was getting mashed up. Football's ridiculous, people. But I wouldn't change anything, man. It made me the person I was, really. These experiences, good and bad. Like, I loved growing up where I grew up, man, really and truly, and going to school and whatnot. There's been a lot of good times, and these stories are just minimum, people, really and truly. But the point I'm trying to get at is, just because you're not on something, like, I'm a good guy, like, I don't want to trouble no one, don't care about this, nothing, I just happen to live where I live, in it. Just from being like that, you find you can get drawn out and be in situations, and these things taught me in life. You can be the goodest, if that's even a word, the best person you want to be, but problems, whether it's in the workplace or people don't like you, always comes your way. Like, you can be the nicest person, have the most intentions, and I still try and do that, but it's like, just because you're on that don't mean people don't want to trouble you, so you have to be prepared to defend yourself. I don't disrespect no one, but I don't want to be disrespected or taken for an idiot. All these issues will happen everywhere, but I have every guy's dream my age that's from London. You don't want, you used to grow up around here, really and truly. We want to get rich, buy mum nice stuff, and get out, let sons and whatnot go private school, but it is what it is, people, man. That's the last ever memory lane I'll discuss and speak about, really and truly. I've tried to withhold details and whatnot, and it is what it is, man. It's looking back, getting us was funny, but at the time, mad thing. But on that note, people, DG, I'm out.